Hello from Stephanie's sewing room and catch-all room. It's pretty much everything in here. I have a few crafts I would like to make. Oh, would you like to meet my staff? My assistant. Hey, Buster, come and say hi. Oh, you're covered with string. This is Buster. Can you see him? He's helping me today. So, I have a few crafts that I'd like to do, and as you can see, this is not a productive space right now. It is just full of stuff. So I'm going to declutter my sewing room. I'm determined. I've got a couple of bins sitting right outside this door, and I'm determined to alleviate some of this stuffed in space. I'm going to get rid of some stuff. It's hard. You know, I was thinking about a thought I wanted to share, and that is that when inspiration hits, you should do it right then. I've thought about decluttering this sewing room so many times that now it's just a chore. But when I was excited about it, I didn't do it. And when I was excited to make these pillow chairs, I didn't do it. So now I just like keep putting it off. And when I was excited to do these sweater redos, I didn't do it. So now they're just a bag of sweaters. And when I was excited to make this skirt for summer this past spring, I didn't do it. So I'd like to start doing things right when I have the idea to do them, or as soon as possible. And I just want to know, does that happen to you? Like, do you procrastinate and then you don't do it at all? So I just thought I would just kind of figure out what some of this stuff is and get rid of it. This is a light that I got at a thrift store for $4, but I'm pretty sure it was on sale, like even less than that. So I hope it works, because this light doesn't. Also from a thrift store. All right, wish me luck. Okay, we have our first casualty of the purge. That was the light that I bought to bring in here to replace this light. This light sort of works. It's kind of wobbly, but I need to replace it. But this time I'm going with something new. I'm not going to risk it on buying another thing that doesn't work. So that was stupid. Okay, moving on. I'm definitely making this soon, so it needs to get saved somewhere. And so I'll just set it aside for right now. I just want to put this away. So, do you remember before we had Pinterest? Anybody? Raise your hand. Do you remember before we had Pinterest? Because this is my old-fashioned Pinterest. I used to read magazines, decorating magazines. I loved them. And so I would read them like this. I would turn the pages, and if I liked something, I would just rip it out and put it right in this folder. And I would kind of go, oh, they're just beautiful pictures. I wish everything in here was on my Pinterest board, but it's not. And I was looking for an inspiration picture that I knew I had, and it wasn't on my Pinterest board. So I pulled these out, and I don't know why I'm saving them, except that I found what I was looking for in here. This one says decor. This one is yoga. This one is how to make pillows. This is all about knitting. So this one doesn't just have, this one has books and some patterns that I downloaded. Probably made none of them, but there they are. This one is all crochet, and it also has books and patterns and some downloaded patterns. So if I decide that I want to crochet something. This one says garden. Nobody does gardening less than me. But I have all these cute gardens that I could have if I could garden. So I have a little bookshelf. I should show this to you. I'll take a picture of it. It's just full right over here. In fact, I'll have to bring the camera over. Maybe I'll turn it around so you can see when I purge this. But for right now, I'm putting it back on the bookshelf. Ugh, dusty. Okay, these are fabric scraps that I like. I'm not going to get rid of any of these. So those are going to go up on the wall. These are scraps from, oh, this is that extra t-shirt. I don't know if you saw my tutorial on the little t-shirt. This is the medium. I might just save this. This is super cute and soft. I'm just going to put this in my closet. Okay, we're getting close. Okay, so these things all get put away. It's garbage. I need to purge this drawer, but it's going to have to happen all by itself. I'm pretty cleaned up. my goal was to take this down at least by a third. I'd really like to just take out a third of stuff I know that I'm not going to use. So I'm going to start at the end. I'm knocking stuff over. And I'm just going to take some stuff out. This is black. I can't get rid of black. But I just had an idea I was going to use this, and I'm not. Oh, wait, I might use that for a sweater. Keeping it. Okay. Pink. I don't know. Red. These little lining colors, you just got to have them. They just are so handy. So I'm going to keep all these linings. But this, I don't even know why I have this. It's got to go. And this pale pink knit. Why would I ever use that? I'm not going to use that. I like that. I don't think I like that, but I don't know. I'm not using this. What is this? I'm not using that. Okay, I'm getting rid of this. I thought this was so gorgeous. I bought this, and I've had it for years, and I don't know, I can't get rid of it. It's a third, right? Okay, this does not feel good. It's not soft. Okay, hang on, I gotta answer the phone. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see what we got here. I kind of think that's soft. That's soft and kind of weird. That's just not a bad color. Let me keep that. I don't know about that. Oh no, it's getting hard. It's getting hard. Well, I did get rid of those, so I feel good about that. I don't know, this is kind of funky. I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't know why I have that. Definitely keeping that. Black, white, white. You can't get rid of white. Okay, what's this? That's kind of cute. I've used this a bunch of times. I'm done with it. I don't want this. Do I? Maybe. Ew. I don't want that. Keeping. This should go over there with the liners. Ooh, that's pretty. No, I had it. Pretty. Maybe. Definitely. I already used that enough. And I'm tired of these. Okay. Is that a third? It's at least a fourth. If it's not a third, it's at least a fourth. But that gave me a whole bunch of new space, so I'm getting rid of this. Okay. I probably could have gotten rid of a lot more, but I'm happy with that for now. Okay, I would like to, I don't know if you can see this shelf. I can't see what you can see, but this shelf is full of fabric, and I'm going to remove a bunch of it. I know I don't want any of this, so this can go. I don't know. This just looks cool to me. It's like this mod 1960s. I'm keeping it. It's just weird. Okay, these scraps are from my cute little trailer, so I'm keeping that. So I'm not trying to not have a stash. I still want to have a stash. I just want to relieve it a little bit. Okay, this is an extra place. I didn't even want stuff in there. I know you're thinking, why didn't I do that sooner so you can see this wall? But this is the first purge. This is some fabric I love, love, love. All of this. Okay, this is my pattern for my banners. I'm going to save that. These are leftover banner pieces and scraps going. This is batting, keeping. Alright, I'm getting down to the nitty gritty on this fabric. I'm going to go fill another bin and get this out of here. So I've got a whole bin of fabric and a whole bin of scraps, and I'm going to take them to our local hospice because they have a cool little thrift store, and I have bought a lot of fabric in there, so I think people like that. So they're going to get a boon of fabric in their little thrift store with me. I'm going to drop this all off, so I will be back. Okay, welcome back. I've done a little bit of decluttering without you, and basically so far you saw me take out 2 full bins of fabric, 1 full fabric and 1 fabric pieces. Then I did actual scraps, and I did a whole garbage bag full that I'm not keeping. Okay, I've switched to my iPhone for the finished because I want to take you on a little tour of my, I'm not going to call it organized chaos, we'll just call it chaos. That is my sewing room. And it's definitely clean enough for me right now, but it needs more decluttering, and I'll show you that in a minute. So let me turn it around and kind of take you through my favorite little treasure room. Are you ready? So you can see right outside this door is my YouTube studio, or my downstairs room if you want to call it that. So this wall has a bookshelf with yarn. Lots and lots of yarn. So that's a definite purge that needs to happen. That is not all my favorite yarn. And up here is Annabelle. Annabelle is a doll that was handmade by an artist. And I won her in a blogging drawing called Something Around the World a few years ago. And everybody gave away something artsy, and that's what I won. This is my bulletin board. Also needs purging, but it has some really cool things like Mob Boss was my mother of the bride when my daughter got married, and oh my goodness, just that's something that I made, a needle holder. It's super cute, but I don't ever really use it. This is a mask that we made on one of our family camping trips. Here's a letter from my granddaughter, who's now 18, so she'll probably get a kick out of seeing that. And something needle pointy under here. So I need to clean this out. Oh, look, there's my granddaughters in a costume that I made for them. They are 18 and 16 now. That's crazy. So this is just a fun little bulletin board. I definitely need to purge that. Now, over here's my sewing table. Also could get rid of a few things. I have a serger that I hate. It does not work very well. I got it from Walmart. I would like to get a really good one, but they're very expensive, and I don't really sew all that much. Maybe someday. This is my sewing machine. It's nothing special. I got it off the sale paper many years ago. It's a Kenmore. It works great. I have no complaints about it. And my broken light that I want to replace. I found this pin cushion on the floor. It's not to my taste, so I'll probably donate it. But it's cute. Somebody made that. My little corner, that holds all my wrapping papers, and there's nothing special in there, so I could purge that for sure. Just some junk over here. And then over here on the top of my little chest of drawers is books about fashion and sewing and crafting, and it could totally be purged. In fact, this whole entire little chest of drawers needs to be purged. So I could tell you what's in it because I know, but it still needs purging. This is all of my tracing paper and my, interfacing. Ah! I knew I would think of that word. Interfacing. So there's all my interfacings. This is my catch-all. I have really good organization in here usually, but it's just gotten messy. But it's all my scissors and all my implements. This is thread. And again, I've had this more organized before, and it has all my bobbins and all my threads. And so I don't always have time to run to a store and get threads. So you have leftovers a lot of times too. So there's my thread. This is more interfacing, more bonding, a bunch of empty baggies. And I don't know, this drawer could totally be purged. This is for the serger that I don't use very often, but there's my choices. So let's go up. I have 2 shelves, and this is full of ribbon for ribbon embroidery, just like this. This is also ribbon embroidery. Those are junk jewelry from the 80s. I had a lot of old costume jewelry, and I don't get rid of it because we take it apart, my daughter and I, and we use it for all kinds of cool things. That's funny. All right. I don't know what's in there. Some more junk jewelry stuff. These were my grandma's. How pretty are they? They play music when you take the top off. Well, they used to. Oh, you have to wind them. This is a cigar box that I got from my great-grandma's attic. I just keep that. This is full of Scrabble pieces from when I was making Scrabble jewelry. Just a cool box. There's an old 80s purse and a bunch of 80s jewelry in case my daughter wants to dress 80s. You saw all my fabric, so I won't go through that. But down here are a bunch of boxes full of patterns, and that goes all the way across the floor. And so I have pretty much a bunch of patterns. And yet, if I want to make something, I seem to buy a new pattern. Now on my far wall, I have a bunch of little drawers, and you can see I have just kind of organized little things that I need. And so there you have it. I have all kinds of stuff in there, and it goes all the way down. So that's just a bunch of that. And then these buckets are mostly ribbons, trims, bias tape. There's all my bags for gift shopping, wrapping. There's my toolbox. This box is full of embroidery. I don't hardly ever embroider, but I go every color you could possibly want. There's some more ribbon, and there's duct tape. Buttons. I have a lot of buttons. Cannot resist buttons. Okay, there's my little faith, and there's the fabric wall that I organized and got rid of, like half of it. Flowers. Yes, I should never buy another flower. Okay, there's more fabric. And this 2 shelves are usually full of jewelry making supplies, but they're all at my daughter's house. So I will be getting those back soon and putting them there. Down here, this turned out to be empty right here, but this is full. So this has zippers. This has, I don't know, lace. I don't need that. I'll probably get rid of all that. And this has more lace. I don't even like lace. I think I got that at a garage sale. So this is projects that need working on or repair, just hanging there. I totally need to purge that. And then here's my work table, and it basically just is a butcher block table, and it has the cutting board on it. And this is where I do everything. I have a single light overhead, this light, and this light. This light over here is just because I'm filming in here for you, and it's not bright enough to see. So I brought over one of my soft boxes and put in one of my lights from the hardware store, and that filled this room with light so that you could see it. So if you want to film in a small enclosed space and you want to see it, you really gonna need some external light because there's no windows in here at all. There's a few cork boards down there. And this, I'll show you this as my last thing. How about that? One of my girlfriends gave me this. Does anybody know what this is? I should take a picture of it and put it on Facebook to see if you know what it is. Yes, you mark a hem with this. Place for pins right here, and then you mark your hem. I don't know how it works. The one my mom used to have had a little chalk and a little squeezer, and you would go poof, 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 and you'd mark your hem. That was a good one. I don't know what people use nowadays. I just pin it and have my husband take a look at it. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my little sewing room. I'm using my wide angle lens so you can see the whole thing at once. And it's a happy place for me. I really enjoy just sitting in here. I love having all the things I need at my fingertips, and I've been sewing for years and years, so I have collected a lot of things. It didn't just happen overnight, and I love that I can grab stuff and create without having to go to the store, although I do go to the store a lot and buy more, hence why it got so full. So I have decluttered. I need to do another round and another round, probably never-ending rounds of decluttering. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me in my sewing room, and now I have space to make something. Very happy about that. So watch for a video coming soon of something that I'm going to make. I've got a couple of things that I'm going to work on. Thank you so much. Bye now.